The ruins certainly look to winter, but are filled with elven trappings. How very odd.
I like how they just casually walked in and they were just like, whoa! Like, I'm sorry, the way they walked in as if these two were just on their casual, just everyday patrol, like, alright, so, Bob, what'd you do the other day? Oh, you know how it is, us werewolves, we get up, we scratch, we sniff around, and then we start getting ready for the day's work. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, intruders! I just like to imagine what the everyday conversation was between these guys, just kind of going through here as if they were on patrol duty.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
This place is interesting. A secret door. A passageway.
Got it.
They barred this door from the other side. I believe this is one of the places you have to go. At least if you're wanting to unlock some things.
Ladder so you can get off my back.
Like, I think this is where you can get the Arcane Warrior spec for Mage, which is pretty great.
Now's better than later. Watching all right.
Wrong way. Ay, ay, ay. You know how
all right.
They say when you find something you didn't realize you needed before, that once you have it, you can't go back? I can't ever play this game on consoles ever again, because I don't know if I could play this game without this Spiders replacement mod. It's kind of the same thing with other games that have spiders, but yet, excuse me, have a mod that allows you to be able to switch them out.
Speak then.
Like Dragon Age or Skyrim or so on. Because it has made going through these games much nicer for someone like me. Hello? There you are!
Got it! Someone should fall on it! Sure won't be me!
Yeah, that thing is kind of a breeze compared to the other dragon fight we'll have later when we go after the urn.
Very well.
Notice this dragon apparently has its own horde, like Smaug, apparently. But of course it does. I say that jokingly, referring to the whole thing of how it always comes from Tolkien. Like, well, it wasn't a Tolkien thing, so it's gotta apply to other things of fiction, right?
Lifeless bastard. Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now's better than later. Oh, this is a nasty one.
Yep. Enough with the webs!
Mummy? Mummy, no matter, son. Mummy! Mummy! Mummy!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
My character's like, oh my gosh, will you just shut up already?
More blood! Where's the next one?
Oh my goodness. My character is just ready to fight. More blood! Where's the next one? Bring him to me! Bring him to me!
Got it. Now's better than later.
Thank you, Morgan. You are wonderful. Or rather, the mod that allows her to do that is wonderful. Oh, I remember this. This is one of those side quests. That's right, I remember this. The water jug and the altar, yeah. Yeah. I don't really feel like doing it this time. Ooh, is this the room?
Right, come on!
Be defeated.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
There's more!
You will not win! Performed as I expected.
Yeah, why not? Okay. Yep, this is the room.
Got it. Now's better than later.
Okay. I actually don't quite remember how to do this.
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped?
Elf magic.
Pretty. I bet you could get a silver or two for that shiny bit there.
And there we go. That is how you unlock the Arcane Warrior spec. One of the best specs in the entire game. And I am not exaggerating. It is a really strong spec. Even if it's just for your followers, or if it's for yourself. One of the things I love about it is that it allows you to wear armor with magic as the main stat, as opposed to strength. So then you could have a mage wearing massive plate armor that only requires magic as the requirement, as opposed to strength.
I'll get on it.
Which is pretty cool.
Got it. Now it's better than later.
Great job, guys. You went in there and triggered all the traps. That's right, guys. Go get them. You got this. Get over here. Make them come to us. Line of sight.
All right, all right. I'll get on it.
We're just triggering all the traps. All the traps, all the traps. Of course, we can't disable them because we don't have a rogue with us. Hey, Revenant.
It's a good day.
Alright. Let's just go ahead and speed through this room. Whee!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now it's better than later. Someone's gonna fall on it!
Oh. Oh.
All right. I'll get on it.
He keeps teleporting. I was like, alright, I'm done with this.
All right. All right. I'll get on it.
We'll go there in just a moment.
I'll get on it.
That's right, there's like an ancient elven armor set you can get.
Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh.
I'll get on it. Got it.
I didn't realize my inventory had gotten full. And this is the price I pay for having not gone clear on my inventory before I did this.
All right, all right.
I'll honestly say I did not expect my inventory to get that full, that fast. Whoops.
I have been mistaken.
Oh, what do you mean?
You are a soldier worthy to stand among the Beresad. I did not think so when we first met.
Oh, well, thank you, Sten.
You are welcome. The day will come when the Arishok sends us here. On that day, I will not look to find you on the battlefield.
So you think the Qunari will invade Ferelden?
In time.
There is no point in dwelling on it. We should move on.
Alright, let's go.
As you wish.
I'll get on it. Got it.
Trying to aggro those guys. I'm like, yo!
I'll get on it. Now's better than later. All right, all right.
Boy, this, I'm sorry, guys. Alright. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and just start, destroying some of these things. If you're like, oh no, don't destroy that. I mean, if you're talking about, like, money and such, I mean, I should remind you, I have a magical goose right here, so it's not a big deal. I totally forgot to empty this stuff out after we did Redcliffe. That's why this stuff is still here. I'm sorry, guys. I was so, like, alright, let's just go ahead and do this. Didn't even think about it. Hold on. I'll get rid of that. These, I'll hold on. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. I'll hold on to that for the moment.
Got it.
Shadow Wolf. It's a great name. Then again, I do have a personal bias towards wolves. See, for those who don't know, the wolf is actually my favorite animal. it's not necessarily something I can properly put into words as to why. There's just things about them that I just always have liked. Maybe it's the whole pack mentality, which has like some kind of family, aspect to it. There's just also I don't know. There's different things about them, them and how they go about things that I just always found appealing compared to other animals. And so, I've also probably let it be known that I am also someone who tends to side with loving werewolves as opposed to, say, vampires. So if you ask me which one do I prefer in that regard, it's usually always werewolves. So let's just say that I've always kind of like been more favorable towards actually doing what we're about to do here compared to others. Not to mention I don't necessarily like elves in general, so yeah. I'm one of the rare ones who actually doesn't mind siding with werewolves instead of elves, but that's just me.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
Parley? I'm sorry, I was trying to come up with some kind of line or reference or joke in regards to the parlay stuff from Pirates of the Caribbean, but I'm not thinking of it. It's a little late at the moment, so... Who are you?
I am merely another of the cursed who guards the entrance to our sanctum. I have been sent to parley.
Like you parlayed with the Dalish?
That was different. The lady believes that the Dalish have not told you everything, so she has asked that you be brought to her. She means you no harm, provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
And how do I know I'm not walking into another ambush?
What would be the point? You have already proven your strength. We have no wish to anger you further.
If you were willing to talk, then why didn't you earlier?
Swiftrunner did not think it would matter. The lady disagrees, and since you have forced your way this far, we must acquiesce to her wishes.
So then why doesn't this lady just come and speak to me herself?
We would not let her. We will protect our lady to our last breath. It may yet come to pass that you will kill the rest of us, but until then we will not chance her coming to harm.
Is your lady Witherfang?
She is not Witherfang, but she can tell you of Witherfang if you ask. But first, you must agree to parley.
Very well, then take me to this lady.
Follow me. But I warn you, if you break your promise and harm her, I will come back from the Fade itself to see you pay.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Hello, lady. I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Do not listen to him, lady. He will betray you. We must...
Questions, mortal. Hush,
Whoa.
Swiftrunner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
and the time has come to speak with this outsider, to set our rage aside. I apologize on Swiftrunner's behalf. He struggles with his nature.
As do we all.
Truer words were never spoken. But few could claim the same as these creatures, that their very nature is a curse forced upon them. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian has not told you.
You don't say. Such as?
It was Zathrian who created the curse that these creatures suffer. The same curse that Zathrian's own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly. And while out hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her, but she learned later she was with child. She killed herself.
Again, given... I think I said this before. If I didn't, just let me say this once again. I don't blame Zathrian for feeling the way he does, because what parent would not feel the way he does if what happened to those two... Swifter just told us, you can even see it in the text above, just as a reminder of what happened to his son and daughter. How would you react if something like that happened to your son and daughter? It's entirely understandable, his reaction and how he feels about this whole thing, and why he doesn't want this curse to end, because I doubt any parent would want it to end, you know? It's entirely, you know, and in that regard, I do sympathize with Zathrian in that regard. You know? So it's not like I think Zathrian is horrible, you know, and terrible and such. There is a sympathetic aspect to him. But as we also see, when we pursue the curing the curse path, that there is still more to this. Zathrian cursed them, I take it?
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf. So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is.
Deceit is the nature of men.
They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage, and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
So then, why didn't you try to rejoin human society?
They are still cursed, mortal. The bestial side of their nature cannot be denied, and this places them forever outside of the company of their people. We seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
I should point out that, as she just said herself, that that the ones who committed those horrible things to his children are gone. Like, that was centuries ago, and they are dead and long gone. The werewolves here, the people that are the werewolves here now, they had nothing to do with what happened then. They were not directly involved. They didn't participate in those horrible things. They were not part of that. So he is basically inflicting this horrible curse upon people that were not involved. I don't know if I would say they're innocent, but yeah, the ones that he was punishing have paid. And now he's just letting it continue to spread and spread and spread. And even with his own people, he still doesn't want to end it, even though he could. So, this is where the choice becomes, so we could keep asking, but we could instead, because I don't remember if I keep doing these, if it takes it away. So instead, we're going to say, I have another plan. Let's kill the elves and kill Zathrian.
I like this plan.
So do I. I am truly impressed.
And you would help us in this? You would attack the Dalish?
Yep, the Grey Wardens need allies, and I'll take you over the elves.
Then we attack! They are weak with the curse. Let us leave him no choice but to break it! Break it or die!
So be it. Come, gather the others. Tonight, we go into battle.
So for those of you who have never made this choice or haven't seen this, watch this. This is,
Lead him to me.
Then we attack! Brothers and sisters! Tonight, we have vengeance!
So, it has come to this. The Grey Warden betrays us after all.
I think an army of werewolves will be very handy.
Then you are a fool! These rabid, uncontrollable beasts will spread their curse if you allow them out of the forest!
You began this, Zathrian, not they. You summoned me, and placed me in the body of the Dread Wolf. This is your doing.
And they deserve their fate, Spirit. They still do.
The humans that caused you grief are centuries dead, Zathrian. You bring suffering to innocents, as well as to your own people.
Exactly.
My people will be cured when we rip the heart from your chest. As for these beasts, they will continue to suffer for what they did. They and all their descendants.
You will end this curse! End it, or you will all die!
Never! Never! You shall suffer as I suffer.
So be it.
I see enemies ahead. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Yeah, I'm going for you, Mithra. For mouthing off on me earlier.
I'll get on it. Now it's better than later.
Goodbye, Gaina.
You battle tonight!
Goodbye, Cammon. Goodbye, Verathorn.
It is done.
And so it is done. You have had your revenge, good Swift Runner.
We shall never be free of the curse, my lady. I am sorry.
Perhaps not. But perhaps we can try to find a place for ourselves outside of the forest now.
But we will never be accepted.
We shall see. Thank you, mortal, for the part you played in this. What would you ask of us in return?
To join me and defeat the Blight.
Then I offer you my oath. The werewolves shall do battle. At your command, and yours alone. This I swear.
Yeah!
And I as well. I can leave my forest for a time and join Swift Runner's people in battle if I am needed. It will take some time for us to gather. The elven hunters will begin to turn, and they will need to be brought into our fold. But you will have your army, mortal.
Swift Runner can also join you when you call upon the werewolf army in the battle against the archdemon at the end. But yeah, even for the elves who didn't die here, they, for those who survived, as you'll probably see right over here. Yeah, those who are still alive and afflicted with the curse, they are not being killed by the werewolves. Instead, they are being taken care of because, well, let's just say these are going to be new members of our werewolf army. And, of course, the werewolves are going to be like, all right, we're going to help take care of you.
All right.
There's Lanaya. Cammon. Yep. Oh, he gave the book. You can actually loot the book that he gives you for doing the quest to help him with Gaina.
I'll get on it.
And there's Zathrian, who drops a staff and that stuff there. Oh, did I not look at that before? Here we go. Thought I did.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It's like, well, may as well go ahead and loot the place. It's not like they're going to be around to stop me, right?
Got it.
Ugh. So yeah, I will admit this is a pretty horrible, horrible thing to do. I'm not, I wouldn't say, like, go ahead and do this as a good choice, but, let's just say I'm not as opposed to this choice as others are, because, as I made clear, I'm quite fond of werewolves and not too fond of elves in general.
You are most welcome here, mortal. Efforts continue to gather the werewolves to make war under your command.
It will take some time yet to organize a large force of my people. I shall work quickly.
And yeah, the long-term ramifications of this are not going to be great, but still. So yeah, they've basically taken over this whole camp here. As you can see, they're all spread out, tending to them, watching over the entrance here, so. Now,
the things I could do to you.
Ugh, it is leering at me once again.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Ogren, that's my girlfriend you're flirting with right now, buddy. So let's go back to camp because I know at least one person who's going to want to have a chat with us about what happened. Because as a reminder, Zevran's mother was Dalish. Also, Emissary Bulfa is here.
We stand ready to fight at your side against the Blight, Warden. Ferelden has never seen an army such as you will command.
Do you need anything?
Naught but our claws and teeth. Tend to your other recruits, lest they feel inadequate. At your order, Warden.
You have the numbers I need?
You will see, Warden, and so will the Darkspawn. At your order, Warden.
Glad to have you.
It is our honor. At your order.
Care for a nug?
I really shouldn't. They're fatty little things. You know, I think I will. Thank you, Warden. You might want to look away.
I didn't realize I apparently had one.
All right, all right.
Gems for the dwarves.
We are better with every step you take.
So Zevran.
What say you? By all means. You ask me now? Now that you have helped werewolves slaughter an entire clan?
I wasn't asking just about the one clan.
So just the Dalish in general, as opposed to the ones we've actually met, hmm? Yes, I see. Still, it seems rather ghoulish to ask me so casually for an opinion while their corpses grow cold.
Do you feel that way because they're elven?
Do you feel a profound kinship to strange humans simply because they are human? Why should we elves feel differently? I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Was the woodcutter your father?
How should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
You're awfully cheerful about it all.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
But you don't think of yourself as Dalish?
Not at all. I think of myself as Antivan. Still, that did not stop me from running off to join a clan when I drew near Antiva City once. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
And yeah, slight disapproval. Do I have those on me? I do.
Gloves? You're giving me gloves? What for?
Well, they're Dalish gloves. Like your mother's.
Maker's breath. You're right. It is like my mother's. The leather was less thick and it had more embroidery, but these are very close and quite handsome.
You're welcome.
Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before. Thank you.
There we go. he actually puts them on after I give them to him. So he's got that ancient elven armor on. And I recall there being more pieces to it, but I just don't... I think I would have to go back in those ruins to actually go find them if I wanted to, so... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and leave that on him. I think it doesn't look bad, though. I like that design. That's just me. Okay, so... we have a new werewolf army, and I need to clear out my inventory, so I'm going to do some inventory management and such, and yeah, there's ritual. I probably won't bother doing that. You know, now that I have some other places and done some other things because of that, I need to go deliver that. I need to go deliver that. So I got paid Denerim a visit, but at the same time, I think we have to actually go to Denerim anyway to find this Genetivi guy. So I have some inventory management to do, and we will be heading to Denerim to do some stuff as well. So stay tuned.